What's up everyone, my name's Matt and this is my very first Pokemon Nuzlocke video. I've been doing Nuzlocke since the challenge became popular, but this was my first one I've completed on stream. For this video, we're gonna see if I can beat Pokemon Black 2 with Hardcore Nuzlocke rules using only Pokemon I've stolen from other trainers. I've always loved the idea of playing as a villain in Pokemon, and I thought this was the closest I could get to it. Basic Hardcore Nuzlocke rules apply. If a Pokemon faints, it's dead, no using items in battle, yada yada yada, with a twist. Using an action replay code, I can only catch the first trainer-owned Pokemon I see per area. Without further ado, let's do it. We start our journey off as anyone does, getting kicked out at the ripe age of 12. We pick Snivy as our starter. Normally I'd go for Oshawott as he's my boy, but Legends Arceus is about to come out, so I shook things up. We name it Sneck Smiley Face, as suggested by chat, and face off with our rival, named Giles, after my cat. We take care of his future bacon strip handedly and move on. We encounter our first victim on Route 20. My first thief! The first sin! We catch his Patrat easily, and funnily enough, the game treats this as a wipe. So technically I'm buying their Pokemon off them if you really think about it. We name the Pokemon after the trainer we stole it from to rub a little salt in the wound, and press forward. Things are going great so far. We get to Flossessi Ranch, we have our second battle with our rival, and no! Should we restart? I think we have to restart. All right, we make our way back to our rival and beat him easily this time. We encounter Janitor Orville in Flossessi Ranch and attempt to steal his Mary. Wait, what? Can I only catch the first Pokemon? The Nuzlocke decided the rule set for me! Yeah, so it turns out that the code only allows you to catch the first Pokemon per trainer. So Orville the little pup joins the team. Our next crime is in Flossessi Town, and Alder, the champion himself, introduces us to our next victim. Alder's like, hey, come at me with this kid, and I just pop right in the face, and I steal his Pampor and leave. We snatch the monkey, break convention, and name it NFT, and almost immediately following this, no! He got his revenge! Our first permadeath, Rip Terrell the Patrat. We make it to the first gym and encounter our first gym battle, Charin. He leads Patrat, I lead Panpour. We overpower it easily, he brings in Lillipup. We swap to Snivy and use Growth, anticipating a workup, which he uses 3 times, utterly terrifying. Sneck manages to tank the triple worked up tackle and win the battle for us. One badge down, baby. Our next crime happens at Verbank Complex, where we steal a Woobat from Last Dia. We name her Batty, Kissy Face. We devastatingly lose Sneck to the fastest Patrat in the world. I swear, I lose a Pokemon to Bide once per run. Almost immediately after, what? Redemption. Trainer Pokemon must come with max happiness or something, because Batty quickly evolves into Swoobat to avenge her fallen comrade. We steal a Venipede from one of the Verbank gym trainers and name it Wormy. Orville the Lillipup evolves into a Herdier, and we head back to challenge Roxy, the second gym leader. She leads with Coughing, I go Batty the Swoobat. We one-shot with Confusion, and she brings in Whirlipede. We take it down with 2 confusions, easy peasy, second gym badge in the bag. We watch some boomer humiliate himself in Dolby surround sound and then head to Castilia City. Ooh, the big apple, baby. We steal a Growlithe from a guy and name it Bruno, after some dude we aren't supposed to talk about. We delve into the Castelia sewers where we steal a Scraggy. Right in front of our rival, he's complicit. We name the Scraggy Levi. We get a little lost and unfortunately lose Wormy the Venipede to a wild Zubat. We finish up in there and head over to the third gym. We clear out the trainers pretty easily with Growlithe and get to Berg. Pretentious looking jerk. He leads Swadloon. I bring in the Growlithe we don't talk about. We cleanly one-shot with a Fire Fang. Thank you, quadruple weakness. And he brings in Dwebble. We swap to Scraggy for that sweet, sweet resistance. We hammer away at it with Brick Break. He's not even healing. He's letting it die! And we finish it off. He brings in his ace Leavanny, who is no match for the fiery fangs of our boy Growlithe. And just like that, third badge acquired. We head up to Route 4, steal a Drillbur, who we name Irene after the trainer, battle some unbased Cringe Lord, and head into the Desert Resort, where we encounter probably the funniest NPC in all of Pokemon. He just like takes some sand and just unloads it in your hands, and he's like, here you go, bruh. We steal a Munna, who we nickname Future. We enter the Relic Castle, where we steal a Solosis, who we name Motorola. Get it? Because it's a cell? It's a cell phone joke. And then head over to Nimbasa City. We steal a Blitzel for some rich kid and name it McQueen. Now see, Blitzel is key to the strategy I have for the next 5 gyms. Ooh, that wasn't good. I'm just kidding. It gets one-shotted by a basketball or shortier. We mourn our dead and pop on over to Route 5 to steal a Budu, who we nickname Lois for some reason. We also steal a Whirlipede on Route 16 that we nickname Roller Girl. Things are starting to go smoothly again. We're making some good catches. Bro! Truly a devastating loss. We regroup, evolve Lois into a Roselia, steal a Tranquil and Lost Lauren Forest, and finally challenge Elisa for our 4th gym badge. She leads Emolga. I send out Ground-type Queen, the Drillbur, Irene. We get a little frisky and set up a Hone Claws after tanking a pursuit. We one-shot with Rock Slide, and she sends in Flaffy, who we also one-shot with Dig. She brings in her ace Zebstrika, who, you guessed it, gets one-shotted by the fearsome might of Irene.
When does Drillbur evolve? Yeah! Right now, baby! Irene!
4 badges in the books. Later on in Driftvale City, we meet a villain who they literally name Rude, and he gives us a Zorua. We use mods to nickname it Z-Man because no way am I going to let any child of mine walk around without a silly name. We pop on over to Route 6 where we steal a Deerling from a scientist, which we name Queerling. Someone gives us a shiny stone, which we'll later use to evolve Lois into a Roserade. We go back to Driftvale and head to the gym. We steal a ball toy. Side note, I'm starting to skip some catches unless they had a profound impact on the story. While grinding the gym trainers,
Dog.
Orville evolves into Stoutland. We finally take on Clay, the 5th gym leader. He leads Krokorok, I lead Lois the Roselia. We use Mega Drain and one-shot it, a recurring theme this Nuzlocke. He sends out Sandslash next, who hits Roselia with a Bulldoze, getting its HP pretty low and lowers its speed. I decide to switch into Queerling the Deerling. Deerling finishes off Sandslash with an Energy Ball. Clay finally brings out his ace, the infamous Run-Ender, Excadrill. We try to stay in and go for a jump kick, but Excadrill outspeeds us and takes out my Deerling. Rest in peace. This earns us a clean switch into Levi the Scraggy. We trade blows, and he managed to get my Scraggy's HP pretty low. Clay heals up, and we decide to stay in and keep hammering away with Brick Break.
A lot needs to happen to win on this turn, but I don't know of another way. What we need is no crit from Excadrill and a high roll, damage roll on this Brick Break. Bulldoze. Damn, rip.
We unfortunately lose Scraggy to Excadrill as well. With things looking bleak, we switch to Panpour, taking advantage of the clean switch. We manage to tank a slash and finally finish off this monster with a Scald. We barely make it out of there, but the 5th badge is ours. We reorganize the team a bit, adding Z-Man, the newly evolved Zoroark. We explore the Relic Passage and manage to steal a Roggenrola, who we name D20. We also steal a Magneton in Chargestone Cave and name it Polaris. We do this annoying Pokemon World Tournament arc, absolutely smoking anyone in our path. We find ourselves on a pirate ship so our friend can find his cat. These plasma battles are pretty uneventful, so we can just skip over them. We head back to Chargestone Cave where we're able to evolve Polaris the Magneton into Magnezone. We survive a bunch of super annoying triple battles and manage to make it to Mistralton City. We speed right over to the gym where we steal an Arkin and name it Fruit Loop. We waste no time challenging the 6th gym leader, Skyla. She leads Swoobat. I lead my Zoroark disguised as Roselia. I always try to bait out Psychic moves when using Zoroark as it's immune to them. We manage to one-shot with Night Slash and she sends out her ace, Swanna. I swap into Magnezone predicting the Air Slash and tank it easily. We take it out handedly with an Electro Ball and she brings out her last Pokemon, Skarmory. Magnezone completely walls this thing though, and we finish Skyla off with an Electro Ball. We receive our 6th badge, another easy victory. We next decide to do this thing I call Surf World Tour, where I go back to every single location that has water and get all the items I missed. We find a water stone, finally allowing us to evolve NFT the Panpour into Simipour. We finish the Surf World Tour and get a ride to Lentimus Town, help Bianca through a volcano, explore a haunted house, and arrive in Adela Town. Our rival challenges us to a battle. He leads Unpheasant, I bring in Magnezone. We easily take it out with one Volt Switch. Next, I send in Batty the Swoobat, and my rival sends in Emboar. We use Thunder Wave and he goes for Assurance. Swoobat barely holding on. We switch to NFT the Simipour, who tanks another Assurance. We go for Surf and
one-shotted, baby.
our rival then sends out his own Simipour. We try to stay in and use Shadow Claw, but it doesn't do very much, and he gets us down pretty low with a Scald. So we decide to switch to Stoutland. Simipour unfortunately burns us with its next Scald, so I decide to switch to Zoroark. Simipour goes for Scald again, and
whoa, big oof!
it gets the burn off again.
I'm not gonna lose a Pokemon to Simipour. Come on, dude.
We switch into Polaris the Magnezone. It tanks a Scald, and then
Live. Oh, no, crit! No!
a really tough loss. I think Magnezone could have been a real MVP this run. We decide we're just gonna have to brute force this thing and send in Excadrill. Its jolly nature allows it to outspeed and finish off Simipour, finally winning us this close battle. We regroup and finally evolve Roselia into Roserade. We steal a Zebstrika from a trainer on Route 14 and name it Horse. We also steal a Scrafty on Route 13 and name it Krayshawn. If you were in high school in the early 2010s, you get it. We arrive in Lacunosa Town, battle some second-rate criminals, steal a Heracross on Route 12 named Ringo, and finally get to Opelucid City. We pop over to Route 9 quickly and steal a Pawniard, who we name MCR Fan, once again showing my age. We evolve Fruit Loop the Arcan into Archaeops, big money moves, and zip on over to the Opelucid Gym. We steal a Fracture from a gym trainer that we name He's Hacking.
He's hacking. He's hacking.
And immediately evolve it into a Haxorus. We reorganize our team and challenge Drayden, the next gym leader. He leads Druddigon, I lead Fruit Loop the Archaeops. The big brain strategy here is one shot with Flying Jam boosted acrobatics, and it works great. Next, he sends in Flygon. I swap to Orville the Stoutland, tank a couple of hits, and go for Ice Fang, easily knocking it out. Next, he brings in his ace, Haxorus. That's big scary, and Orville's down pretty low, so I swap to Excadrill, knowing it resists most of Haxorus's attacks. It uses Dragon Tail though, and force swaps me into
He's hacking. He's hacking.
We decide to forego Dragon Dance and
Oh, he said that.
we go for Dragon Claw and
Yeah!
He's hacking. He's hacking.
we shockingly come out of this one unscathed. The 7th gym badge in the bag. A pirate ship shows up and starts nuking the place. A boomer gives away the secret formula. He's literally like, here's the thing I was hiding. But no one died, so it wasn't interesting. We head on up to Humalau City, run a 5K with a baby, steal a Floatzel from a gym trainer we named Baywatch, and challenge Marlin, the final gym leader. He leads Caracosta, and I send in Lois the Roserade. He lives our first hit with Sturdy and starts setting up with Shell Smash. Marlin heals up and we continue attacking. We still manage to outspeed and take out Caracosta. He sends out Werelord, which we also smack silly with Giga Drain. His last Pokemon is Jellicent. We don't overthink it and go for Giga Drain, knocking it out at 2 hits. All right, we have all the badges. Every badge in Unova was finally ours. We mess around a little bit in Seaside Caves, stealing a Vibrava we named Wingbeat. Marlin has a neutral stance on people nuking his neighboring city, and then we start outcriming the criminals. We navigate our way through sweaty college dorms, have a bunch of easy mode battles, and then they just leave. Anyway, we evolve our Vibrava into Flygon and battle our way through the giant chasm in Pirate Ship 2 until we reach our final enemy, Colress. Don't kill, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill. Oh yeah. Just kidding. Gets this. And he keeps being like, you're not my son. I found you in the woods. And it's like, bro, you both have green hair. Anyway, we kick Kyurem to heaven and challenge Getsis. Probably the scariest fight this run. He leads Cough Egregious. I lead Krayshawn the Scrafty. We use Crunch to get it down about halfway and he poisons us. We finish it off with Crunch and he sends in Seismitoad. We swap to Roserade who tanks a Drain Punch. We utterly delete it with Giga Drain and he sends in Electros next. We swap to Haxorus predicting Flamethrower, but he goes for Acrobatics, doing a fair amount more damage than I expected. We do some calcs and see that we can one-shot with a Dragon Dance boost. We go for it, and he gets us pretty low with another Acrobatics. We go for the Dragon Claw.
No! No! Oh, no!
We lose Haxorus. Getsis was hacking, I swear. We bring in Flygon, Getsis heals up, and we get lucky with a critical strength. He hits us right back with a critical crunch, and we swap into Irene the Excadrill. We finish off Electros with an X-Scissor, and Getsis sends in Drapion. We use Earthquake and manage to one-shot it. Next up is Toxicroak. We stay in, knowing we can outspeed and take one hit, and luckily we one-shot it. He sends in his ace, Hydreigon. We manage to live a critical hit and unfortunately flinch. We swap to Scrafty and live a Dragon Rush. Don't die from poison. Oh, Shed Skin? We hope for a miss, but unfortunately lose Krayshawn the Scrafty as well. We send in Archaeops and wish for the best. Okay, we outspeed. That's big. Rock Slide, miss, 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 miss. Live, 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 live. Oh, Oh my god, I can't believe we made it out of that. At this point, we have some party reshaping to do. So we evolve MCR Fan the Pawniard into a Bisharp and steal a Piloswine on Route 23 we name Ray Romano. We then begin our long trek through Victory Road, and it was just brutal. Oh! Respectful sack. RIP. But we survive, put together a dream team, and begin our final challenge. The Pokemon League. We start our league challenge off with Caitlin, the Psychic type trainer. Pokemon League, let's not blow it. She starts off with Musharna and I send in Bisharp. We two-shot with Night Slash and she brings in Reuniclus. Fearing a Focus Blast, we swap to Heracross and take the hit easily. We take it out with a tasty Guts boosted Megahorn and she sends out her Sigilyph. Loki, probably my least favorite Pokemon of all time. It's a bad matchup, so we swap to Bisharp and get a free switch for being immune to Psychic. We Night Slash and it just barely lives, allowing Caitlin to heal up. A few more Night Slashes and we take it out. She sends in Gothitelle, which we immediately start attacking with Night Slashes. It unfortunately lives though, and oh no! At this point, I'm not sure how we can beat the league without Bisharp, as a huge part of my strategy relied on him, but we press on. I send in Zoroark, disguised as Archaeops, and take out Gothitelle with a critical Night Slash, finishing off Caitlin's team. We move on to our next battle, the Ghost-type user Chantal. She leads with Cofagrigus, and I send in Zoroark, disguised as Heracross. We go for Nasty Plot as she uses Will-O-Wisp. Should I go for another Nasty Plot? Perhaps. 2 Nasty Plots, we're getting crazy. Go for Psychic, you idiot. Psychic!
1-1 pitch.
Hey, the triple play!
It is out of here!
Get smoked. Wow. Wow. We next challenge the dark type user, Grimsley. He leads Liepard, I lead Excadrill, who is at level cap, so I need to be really careful or I can't use her anymore. It fakes me out first turn, but my leftovers pretty much negate that. We go for X-Scissor and take it out pretty easily. Next, he brings in Crocodile. We take an Intimidate, which is not great. We predict an Earthquake, so we swap to Heracross, who will resist it. He takes the hit, we run some Calcs, and see that Brick Break will one-shot. We manage to outspeed and finish off Crocodile. He sends out Bisharp, and you can guess what happens next. Grimsley sends out his final Pokemon, Scrafty. 3 down! 5 Pokemon left. Our final Elite Four challenge is Marshall, the fighting type user, who I am terrified of because I did not plan accordingly. The strategy is acrobatics. That's it. The strategy is Archaeops. He leads with Throw, and I go for Archaeops. We then employ the plan. Please one shot. I didn't even care because it doesn't matter. Okay, good start, good start. Next up is Conkeldurr. One shot. Please one shot. Yeah! Critical hit! He brings in Sock next. One shot, please. He's probably the weakest. Oh, and a Sturdy. Big boy's got Sturdy. Miss. Okay. Don't one shot. Okay. Still alive. With its health down so low, Archaeops' ability to Fetus is activated, which halves his offensive stats. With that said, we still manage to take out Sock without losing Archaeops. His final Pokemon is Mienshao. We make the terribly hard decision to sack Archaeops for a safe switch. Let's say a few words for Archaeops before it inevitably dies. Probably the second most important Pokemon this entire run, behind Excadrill. Let's go. Outspeed! How much damage? Let's go! After a long session of calcs and strategizing, we were ready to take on the champion, Iris. She leads with Hydreigon. I send out Ringo the Heracross. We go for close combat and get a lucky critical hit, finishing it off in one blow. Next, she brings in Archaeops. That's a horrible matchup, and we don't need to worry about level caps anymore, so we swap to Irene the Excadrill. She tanks in acrobatics, and do I Swords Dance? Do I Swords Dance? Shit. Rip. Irene the Excadrill. a major MVP of this run. She dies only due to my own hubris. I send in my own Archaeops to avenge our fallen. We outspeed and manage to one-hit kill with Rock Slide. Iris sends Lapras in next. We calc that Heracross can live a hit, so we swap to him for Guts activated sweeping time. We live the Surf and go for our next plan of attack.
So that's it? What, we some kind of suicide squad?
Ow.
Oh my god.
Your final words, Heracross? Came in at the end? Might have saved the run. Watch Heracross live. Heracross live! Heracross live! Heracross outspeed, save the run. Heracross save the run. Oh my god. Oh! Oh! Heracross, yo, big salute. Salute. 07's in the chat. 07's in the chat. We send in Z-Man the Zoroark to finish the battle. We forgot that Iris has one more full restore, so we decide to go for all reliable. Nasty plot. We lob a Shadow Ball and outspeed. Come on. Good. Oh, D-Dance? She's really getting cocky here. I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Ball and pray to God. Okay. Oh, she went for another Dragon Dance. She went for another Dragon Dance. Does that win us the game? She went for... Did we win? Did we win? Did we win? Yeah! Yeah, baby! Thanks for watching. This was an incredibly fun run to do, and I'll have a lot more to look forward to. Like and subscribe to see more content like this, and follow me on Twitch @SweetBoyMatt3 if you'd like to watch my Nuzlocks live sometime. Until next time,